title of this message is A Deadly Habit. A deadly habit. Turn to somebody next to you and say, a daily habit.
A daily habit.
A deadly.
A deadly habit.
A deadly habit. Amen. The Lord's been dealing with me with this particular passage of scripture, and I just wanted to say, well, God, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to speak? God, what do you want me to reveal to your people tonight? So you begin to deal with me, and I begin to just write. And one of the things that he's been saying right here is the fact that we all have engaged in particular habits. According to Hebrews 10:25, says, let us not give up meeting together as some are in habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the days approaching. And so we know that habit in the Webster's Dictionary, it really means to acquire behavior patterns regularly followed unto it has become almost voluntarily. And so there are 5 steps in breaking a habit. One of the habits is to admit that there is a problem. And one of the things that is about us in the Christian community, we are in denial in a lot of areas. We are facing certain things. Some of us are hurt. Some of us are going through pain, going through certain situations. And truth be told, we are not necessarily being real to ourselves. And that's why a lot of us are feeling empty on the inside. We're feeling that nothing is complete. And when we try to complete a thing, we're still a void because we really don't have enough strength, because we're not being real with ourselves and being real with God. And so when you come to the point of understanding who you are in God and find some identity in God, then he'll begin to give you the necessary strength that you need to overcome the obstacle, because you first will start to understand your identity, and your identity will overrule what is facing you, that is oppressing you and coming up against you. And it will cause you to do things that you normally would not do, but you find yourself doing because it's what you're supposed to do. And so that's where you begin to understand realism, and you'll begin to understand what God is doing with you on the inside. There is deeper revelation as God is trying to reveal, but we go beyond, amen, the situation in our flesh, and we're not as sensitive to what the Spirit of God is trying to reveal to us. Secondly, we understand that you have to understand there's a change of your environment. You have to change your environment. Those that your neighbor said, change your environment. Researchers suggest that oftentimes that your environment can cue you to perform certain behaviors, even if you're actively trying to stop. So in other words, find a way to change your scenery and see if your bad habit becomes less tempting. For instance, when someone is smoking or have a concept of smoking, I'm using that for a prime example, because we can use a lot of different areas that we want to release from our lives. That is a struggle. So how many got some struggles tonight? Struggles. Everybody got struggles. Amen. We can all agree that there are some areas that we want to get rid of.
Yes.
And so we begin to understand right here. I'm using for an example. If you're used to smoking on a patio, and you remove a chair that you used to sit at, and put it and replace it with a plant or some sort, you're putting yourself in a position to change your theology.
Change your
You're changing your psychological state so that your philosophy can change. Amen. Oftentimes we cannot get to that point in reasoning where we can reason with our spirit, because our spirit is connected to God. Amen. And so God's going to show you what you need to do. He's going to show you how to do it. The fact of the matter is, we seem so distant from our spirit because we've been so accustomed to our flesh. And so God is trying to break it down. That's why oftentimes God is saying, I need for you to go on a fast. But because you fail to fast, you are out of region and you're foreign to your own spirit. And you're foreign to what God is trying to reveal and what he wants you to be connected to. So that you can be able to move in your being and walk in the areas where he needs for you to walk. So there won't be nothing where it's a question mark about your identity and where you need to go, because you're so confident in God, even in the struggles and even with what you're going through. You just understand who you are because you have put in work. Take it here.
Wow.
You put in, amen, repetition to get to the place where you're supposed to be. So although you feel like you're weak, there is a fire on the inside of you that causes you to move when you don't want to move. That causes you to think kingdom things when you don't even want to go no further. That causes you to really move and have your opinions even when you wanted to give up and kill yourself.
My God.
Talking about that. That's where God can really deal with you.
Jesus. Preach.
That's where God can begin to show you what he needs to do. So he's got to change the way that you're thinking. He got to change, amen, the cosmetics of your foundation. And just like it's the same thing. If you were to go and if you're overeating in a particular scenery, amen, that you know that you're going to eat a lot. Amen. You're going to sit there. You're going to change your scenery and even change your social group so that you can put yourself in a position to where you can train your mind on how to think and how to appropriate what you know your code is. And my code is I got to get past this thing that's killing me. I got to get past this area that I know that I can't even get much sleep in. I got to get past this situation so that God can do what he needs to do, because I'm not losing no sleep at night and I'm not going to be in a torment